You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Young and the Restless fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your early edition spoilers from Monday, December 4th, all the way through Friday, December 8th. We have a lot to unpack. Exciting stuff happening this week, some good stuff happening next week. I've got some stuff I don't have the date for, but it's all exciting. If you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe, and don't miss a thing right here on YNR. All right, let's dig in. So by the time you're listening to this, you may or may not have seen Wednesday's episode, and that's when Claire's arrested. Jordan gets away from them. She has slashed Nick, and then she's run, and they locked her in. Nikki and Victor locked her in that room that Nikki was in, and she has wound up in the walls like a rat peeking out of a vent. It's really weird what happens on Wednesday. I do want to say I'd mentioned that Nick got slashed across the abdomen, and somebody came in and said, no, it was his chest. It was his abdomen. I don't know if you know this medically, but I got a cousin who's a doctor, and that's the reason. I don't know, some of these medical words stick to me, but from the underside of your boobs down, man boobs, lady boobs, whatever you got, from there down is abdomen. Abdomen is not down by your belly button. Abdomen runs like a good bit of your torso. Yes, he was not slashed across the chest because your chest is up where your boobies are. He was slashed across the abdomen. Not that it matters because he's fine. I said to somebody in the comments, I wish that Jordan had been a little thorough with that knife and maybe she could have knocked that stick out of his ass. So pardon my French. Anyway, Nick's going to be fine. Everybody got the antidote. The antidote thing is really funny because that is like very, 80s soapish. And Jordan is almost a very 80s kind of soap villain. She's over the top. She's got the evil laugh. I am enjoying Colleen Zenk so much on this. So we've got Claire arrested on Wednesday, and it seems only a matter of time before crazy Jordan is going to be run out of the walls like the rat she is and handcuffs slapped on her. But I think she may creep after them and go to Genoa City. So we'll see. Thursday, November 30th, Diane is meddling in Kyle's romantic life. Of course, this is about Audra, or it's about her trying to push him back at Summer. We'll see. He's not happy about it. And Abby wants to know if her mom, Ashley, still is carrying a torch for Tucker. Have you seen him shirtless? He's in really good shape. And in parentheses is, for a guy his age, no, he's in really good shape for a guy of any age. When they had that love scene and he took his shirt off, it was like, whoa. All right, Trevor St. has been at the gym, at least before that scene. So Jack tries to calm down Billy Abbott, and I'm sure that's all about the whole Tucker nonsense. Then as we head into Friday, Audra is questioning Kyle's loyalty because he was sent in to spy from one side and now he's spying on the other side. And I just don't really like Kyle right now. I'm not enjoying his character. I don't like him with Audra. I feel like Audra is a black hole that just consumes any man that gets anywhere near her with an erection, and I'm not in... She's fun and she's interesting, but she's just been warming up too many mattresses with too many men for me. Chance is ready to make his decision to leave the police force and start a new job, and Ashley is trying to help Devon and Tucker reconcile. We also have Nate getting his job back at Chancellor Winters this week, and Sharon may be dealing with some jealousy. We'll see. Next week, December 4th through 8th, we have Chance starting his new gig. He is in a suit and he is in a tie, and I think it's going to be great. I am also betting that Jill Abbott wants him around as somebody else on her side that will have her back because Mamie Johnson is in there, and Jill doesn't know for certain that Mamie wants her out, but I mean, come on. They have hated each other for decades, so this is going to get really, really messy. Kyle keeps screwing things up, so no doubt Tucker and Audra know what he's doing because I'm sure it's just going to be clumsy and awkward and just not great. So Claire was arrested in Oregon. That'll be on the Wednesday U.S. episode. But based on a behind-the-scenes photo, she is at the GCPD interrogation room with Michael Baldwin. So I have some thoughts about that I want to talk to you guys about. And even though she was arrested in Oregon and most of the crimes were committed there, I feel like she's going to be transferred back to GC because that just makes more sense for the soap. And I do expect that Jordan may follow them back to Genoa City and start some more crap there and wind up in handcuffs too, but hopefully they'll be watching out for her. I don't think she's ever going to be able to get the drop on the Newmans like she did at that creepy little house of horrors. So here's what I really want to talk about. Victoria and Cole, out of hand, were rejecting the notion that Claire might be their daughter, even after Jordan said, no, that's, my grandniece, and I stole her from the hospital. So I think that Cole's probably going to come back to town with them for a little while, and I can see these two hopefully next week expediting a DNA test between them and Claire to see if she really is their dead daughter. They don't believe it, but I mean, they have to know for sure. Once it comes out that she's their kid, which as of now, I definitely think that she is, then I think that they might be the ones to hire Michael Baldwin to represent her against criminal charges. They may even refuse to press charges, except that wouldn't be typical Newman behavior because the Newmans have a long history of having each other arrested and sent to prison. I think Victor has done it to almost all of his kids. He actually had Adam sent away for a long time by setting him up on a fake murder charge. Adam turned around and did it to him. Victor had Victoria arrested on her wedding day. These people do things to each other. So you'd like to think if they find out she's a Newman offspring who has been lied to and misled for decades that they would be more sympathetic, but who knows? And, I also wonder if Jordan follows them to town and targets Claire because obviously Claire knows she's been lied to for a long time. And if Jordan thinks Claire is now siding with the Newmans against her, I could totally see her coming after her. And I also wonder if Nikki, Victoria, and Nick are going to stop their constant verbal bashing of Adam because apparently Victoria spawned someone at least as bad, if not worse, than him because she tried to poison them all into the grave and pushed her grandma off the wagon and back on the bottle. And the thing is, with all the things she's done, you have to know Claire's and Newman. That is all very Newman stuff to do to family. They have all done terrible things to each other. I do wonder how long Haley Erin is staying. I'd love to have her around for a while. Her husband is an Irish actor, and they have twins under the age of 2, and she lives full-time in Ireland with her family. So I don't know if she'll be staying. I would love her to. I love her. She's great. So, and I also saw a recent, I'm going to show it to you guys, a behind the scenes picture of Adam and Nick sitting in the CEO office in front of Victor's desk in work clothes. So it looks like Nick and Adam are working side by side with Daddy Mustache. Those scenes should air in the next few weeks. And Nick looks no worse for wear after having been lightly sliced by a mad woman. All right, that's all the early spoilers I have for you. I'll have more for you later this week, a full week's worth of spoilers, casting news, and everything about your favorite CBS soap opera. Be sure and come back every day because we're here 7 days a week talking Y&R. Definitely click subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks for listening. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.